I wasn't always this confident and I wasn't always this outgoing. I want to bring you on a journey. Come with me on a story. Let me bring you back to when I was in grade 7. It was gym time and we were changing in the locker rooms, and the girls in grade 8 came upon me, grabbed me by my bra strap, flung me around. I went whirling and swirling, losing control, not knowing when they would let go. And I went flying into the cubbies, battered and bruised, and not knowing who to trust and not knowing who I can talk to. And one of the teachers finally came in the room after all the laughing had stopped, and she was wondering what was going on, but I was shaking and I couldn't answer. Tears pouring down my face. I didn't know what had happened. I had lost control. If I was Jennifer's teacher, I would never realize or even know that she once was shy in class, because what I have seen now is that she loves to interact with people. She puts her hand up and answers questions. She wants to make sure everybody in the room has someone to sit with at lunch or recess, that she's interactive, she's fun. I hear her laughter. I hear the laughing and the giggling from her soul and her spirit. When Jennifer, though, first came into my program, roughly 6 months ago, she was a completely different child. She was so quiet. She didn't want to look at me. She would whip out her phone even in the sessions. She answered with maybe one or two answers in the questions. She didn't like to engage with the other girls. She almost seemed scared of them and unsure. And she was afraid to speak because she was afraid of being laughed at for what she was going to say. It broke my heart when she came into the class and I saw this, because I know how that feels. I've never seen myself as a victim. I actually have seen myself as a thriver and a fighter, because even when I was born, I was given 24 hours to live. I had to fight for every breath I took to grow big and strong to be in the world today. Like even going into through elementary school and being thrown around by the girls in the locker room, I knew inside I had to keep going. And I relied on being in Girl Guides and Pathfinders and being accepted for who I am when I was in those programs, and being outside and going through all the activities and camping, and actually being more of a leader when I was there, because I excelled in Pathfinders and guides and just those beliefs. And we were always told about the different quotes and to the poem of never quit and don't quit. I actually have a journal of it, and on the journal cover is that quote of don't quit. So quotes kept me going. And through university, even being in an abusive relationship and being stalked, I had friends I could rely on. I had friends that pushed me through, that I could keep going. And I know how awful it is to be picked on, that maybe I'm not going to get into the university of my choice, but I had to believe in myself. I had to believe I could get into this university and be strong. I know as an adult at a workplace that when something isn't going right and I'm not feeling heard, I speak up because I have that confidence. The confidence grew, and it's how I live my life, of being confident and knowing I can do things. But it always wasn't that way. And that's why I love working with young girls, to help them to believe in themselves that yes, you can do this. You can keep going in your life. I love customizing my workshops for each organization that I go into. Sometimes the organizations don't want me to touch on bullying, but if the girls take me that direction, then I do that. And every program is unique. Every program is how can I help enhance what you already have? Like with Girl Guides, you have all your programs and your badges. How can I come and help you? How can I engage and enhance what you already have so your girls can experience the greatest potential that they can? I also love that I have 11 core values that are interwoven and they go in and out with ease and grace into every workshop that I do and every activity if I'm working one-on-one as well. Being welcoming and accepting is two of my 11 core values that bring me so much joy to interact and see. And the changes in the girls in the workshops are powerful. They come in not knowing people, being very shy on their phones, but by the end of a 4-hour workshop, they're engaging with each other. They're forming little music bands and singing together. It's such a joy to see, and their confidence just grows throughout the entire workshop. What's my vision for the girls after they complete the workshops or the one-on-one training is that they can walk out into the world and know their worth, that they can be our future leaders of the world, that girls can feel that they're not second-class citizens, that they can feel confident, that they have the courage and the drive and the dream to go and do and be whoever they are, whatever they are, have those dreams over the relationships, of going places, of meeting people, of finding that special someone if they choose to, and being remarkable, because inch by inch, we all know that dreams can come true.